Hey friends, how you doing? It's my pleasure to be having a beautiful conversation with you. I think the conversation is both beautiful, emotional, and maybe surreal. I would like to share an experience that I've titled How People Feel About Cheating. And I'll be sharing this experience from listening to people from 19 years ago till now. So 19 years ago, I became a spiritual leader. After that, I became a life coach. After that, I became a therapist, an emotional intelligence practitioner, a psychologist. So my work really is to listen, is to learn, is to observe, is to curate data that we can work with, that we can learn from. So what exactly is cheating? The etymology of the word cheating. Etymology means the root meaning of the origin of a word. The earliest I saw was in the 1530s that says that cheating is to act dishonestly, to practice fraud, trickery, deceptiveness, swindle. It is also crucial to note that there are different types of relationships. So for you to be cheating, that means that there's a presumption that you swore to monogamy or some level of a monogamous commitment and then you stepped out of it. So there are different types of relationships: monogamy, polygamy, polyamory, and then pansexual, amongst several others. When you hear the word cheating, there's a tendency that it is from people who swore to monogamy or who swore to be monogamous and then stepped out of that to achieve their personal desires. Sometimes people say that they have reasons to cheat and all of that. Some other time, it looks like people feel like cheating is some type of sport. They are having fun, they need variety, and all of those things. I just thought that I should share my experience with you, having listened to different flavors of people for the past 19 years. People who have relationships with some form of God or the other, people who are free thinkers and atheists, people who are homosexuals, heterosexuals, everybody put together in the 19-year journey. Now, this is how I have seen cheating work on people and the effect of cheating on them. When they pay me a visit in my office, I work as a psychologist and as a therapist. When they pay me a visit in my office, I hear beyond what they say. I also hear what they say. And I ask them questions to confirm that what I'm hearing is real. The first thing that happens is that if you're a gentleman, for example, and then there's a woman you are married to, then you step out of your relationship to start seeing other people. Sometimes it looks like fun, you have money, you have power, you can throw your weight around, you're getting attention from other people. But here is the real deal. You probably met this woman in a year. She left everything that she's used to, her friends, family, everything, to believe in you, and said, you know what, I don't even know what your future will be like, but here I am putting my faith and my trust in you and saying, I just do not believe in your present, I believe in your future. And she embarks on that decision and decides to spend the rest of her life with you. Is a deep level of faith, is a deep level of trust. And she's hoping that both of you are on the same page. Then you begin to share yourself and share your life with other people. The first thing that happens to her is you have broken that precious trust. And once that happens, she begins to second guess herself. Questions like, he must have done that because I am not good enough, begin to show up. And then she begins to wonder, what else could I have done What more could I have done? So she moves from second guessing her self-worth to attacking her own core. Then she begins to blame herself that, oh, it must be me, it must be me, it must be me. And it questions everything about her. It questions her self-esteem. It questions her expertise. It questions her exposure. It questions everything about her. Sometimes they actually even mask it and make you feel like, oh, I'm not in pain. And then some other time, the guy is actually sorry. He comes back to apologize. And then she's beginning to be paranoid, meaning anytime you even need to travel, she's wondering, oh, is he where he said he would be? Anytime he drops his phone, if she's not careful, she would run to check it. Even if she's someone who naturally minds her business, every time you show up at home late, she feels, where else did he go? Where has he been? Like, yes, we know that you're sorry, but the restoration and reconciliation process is a deep process of her. It's a process where he hurts everybody. And if you're not even careful, the lady begins to project that level of insecurity and distrust on the children. I've seen situations where father cheated on mother repeatedly and then they had a divorce. Now the children are about to get married, and then you will see the supposed mother-in-law, which is the same woman, poking her nose into her daughter's relationships, trying to get a private investigator, all of those things. That is trauma on the move. So yes, we know that you cheated and you apologized, but be assured that it is not a matter of 1 + 1 = 2. And that is the reason why, if you know that you have an issue or you need help with your self-control, please seek help. If you're also a woman who does that to men for one reason or the other, please seek help. Cheating breaks people. Cheating causes psychological injury. Even when people leave a marriage or a relationship, they will show up with pain in their next relationship. If they even attempt to see a therapist or a psychologist, there's a tendency there may be some residue and leftover. Cheating is not any form of sport. Cheating is not a game. Cheating is you toying with people's emotions, toying with people's lives, you taking for granted the trust, the commitment, the love that they offered you. They offered themselves as what we call a living sacrifice to be in your corner. What good people should do is to protect and preserve, not make it look like they should have chosen somebody better than you. Please and please, if there's a reason why you are dissatisfied in your relationship, marriage therapists, marriage practitioners are available. But we can't excuse that. It is not kind. It is inhuman. It is deeper that I am sorry, forgive me. You have broken something sacred. You have dealt with somebody you should have preserved. You have destroyed what you should never have tampered with. So before you embark on your next spree, kindly remember that people are emotions in motion. Your spouse is a human being, not a metal rod or a machine. They have feelings, they have emotions, and all they have done is to love you. Let us preserve what it is to be human. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this timeless teaching. For bookings or details on the Emotion City, please visit www.emotioncity.com.